here's a thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it. Feeling tired? Need a pick-me-up? Need a pick-me-up? Visit Chemicare and get a prescription today. A balanced life through chemistry. Here's the ink spots? Maybe. I mean, the song is called Maybe. It's for sure the ink spots.
Tinker. Tinker, strong boy.
Dad says not to talk
Stinks
to
like
strangers.
humans here.
You have marvelous bone structure. Stop by the mega surgery sometime.
New patient. A new file to open. Do you have a legitimate medical concern? Or is this about our facial reconstructive services?
Facial reconstruction? What's that?
It's Doc Crocker's specialty. If you're interested, talk... Now, if you have an actual...
So what kind of treatments are common around here?
Bandaging wounds and cleaning radiation exposure are the most common things you outsiders usually ask for. That and...
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
Go over your symptoms with me.
No crazy partying or anything like that.
Glad to hear it. Anything else?
No trouble with radiation today, Doc.
Good. Keep an eye on it, though. What else?
No bullet wounds or broken bones today.
Glad to hear it. Anything else?
Never mind. We're done.
Fine. Come back later.
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look... dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
What kind of interview is this gonna be?
I ask you who you are, get your opinion on life out there, and maybe load up a few tough questions and keep it interesting. What do you say?
Here's your headline. Local man says no.
Gonna be like that, huh? Smart ass. Fine. We'll do this later, but I want that interview, got me?
Hey, Piper.
You ready for that interview now, Blue?
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
It was just me and 1,000 guinea pigs. They turned carnivorous.
Okay. I guess we're gonna have to go with the satirical approach to this article. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
I've been having too much fun blowing things up to think about it.
Gotta make my job hard for me, huh? Alright, if that's the quote, that's the quote. Now, the big question. You came all this way looking for someone. Who is it?
I lost family, okay? I'm trying to get one of them back.
What's their name, Blue? Who are they?
Why do you care?
This is news. No one else in Diamond City may care about the missing, but my paper does.
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child.
That was Anything Goes by...
As heartbreaking today as it ever was.
That was Anything
Tell me.
Went.
Do you suspect the Institute's involved?
Stupid.
The Institute? Who were they?
That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but their handiwork is all over. Synths. Synthetic people. Sent from their hidden labs to do the Institute's dirty work. Sometimes they even replace a person with a synth double. A little covert agent no one would ever suspect. Now, not everything that goes wrong has the Institute behind it, but there's always a chance. That's why I'm asking.
Who are totally not me.
They make synthetic people?
That's right.
Well,
There are two major kinds you have to watch out for. The first is an obvious fake. Skin looks like plastic, skeleton might even be showing. You see groups of them scouring the Commonwealth, killing people and scavenging what's left. I reported on University Point a while back. Whole town got cleaned out. The second type of synth is the real deal. With skin, blood, warm smiles, and guilty glances, just like a good old-fashioned human. So, do you think they could be involved? The Institute, or one of their agents?
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Wait, people just ignore kidnappings out here?
Yeah, Blue, you haven't noticed? You grow up in the Commonwealth and eventually someone is gonna get taken. Maybe not someone you know, but someone. And people just say, well, could have been worse. Could have been killed by raider attacks, or super mutants, or feral ghouls. They just give up. So I want my readers to hear what keeps you going. Maybe they'll find a little inspiration. Now, what would you like to say?
Find who's responsible and make them pay. Simple as that.
I'll take anger over apathy any day. Good quote. Thanks, Blue. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back? Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where this story goes next.
Hey, pal?
Read the paper, mister. Trust me.
It may be constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for it. Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful. If there's anything I can do to lighten the load, or, if you need anything proofread.
That was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton Britt. Yes, right, it says so. Right
Nothing
there.
stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say. Anything I can do? You just say the word.
This is Diamond City
Piper.
Radio, and
Heading my way?
It's me, Travis. Anyway. Hey, how about some Bob Crosby?
You sure you want to travel with me?
Well, it's that, or get back to writing the paper. I guess the paper can wait.
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Bah, this human's soft, weak, not live long.
Hey now, big boy. I know a couple of your brothers that say different. Big, loud, full of corrupt officials and bad citizens. But it's home.
I ain't telling you how to pick your friends. Piper's kind of a troublemaker.
Diamond City Surplus! Open 24 hours! We sell everything. Stim packs, ammunition, outerwear, dinnerware.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, goody.
Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at Death. Someday, Death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Metal detective delivery at your service.
Happy to be in a niche market, that's for sure. Here, every cap we agreed to for finding him. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might
hope
be.
you enjoyed that song by Warren Smith, because I can't take it back.
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. What else can you tell me?
Like, with lots of guns, or whatever, at the ArcJet building.
We were in a vault when it happened.
Not me, just some other people.
Vault 111.
Totally different.
It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up.
They like technology.
A lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. Anything else you remember?
I guess they were seen coming out of it all right, so...
There was a man and a woman.
Maybe now they'll,
They didn't say much. But I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. Kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Anything else you remember?
Orange-Colored Sky by Nat King Cole.
We're looking for my son, Sean.
A real classic.
He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? And why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
Who were the Gunners?
High-end mercenaries. No job too brutal. They're in the running as likely suspects. They wouldn't be the ones pulling the strings.
You think raiders might have done this?
I honestly doubt it. They can barely organize themselves, let alone pull off something this complicated.
Wait. Super mutants? What are they?
Big, green, muscles on muscles. In other words, hard to miss. I think we can safely rule them out.
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
You don't know anything about them? Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories. And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper across your face.
Not much to go on, but a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
The man who killed my wife. He had a handgun. I didn't get a clear look at it. But that sound.
Could have been a large caliber revolver. Huh. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of the kind of man our perp is. Anything more you can tell me?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
Oh, yeah. I heard their names, their home addresses, and where their diary keys are hidden.
All right. Calm down. It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
You said he lives here? He's still in town?
They both vanished a while back, if I'm remembering right. But that house is still there. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
If you wanted to make me a second printing press while you're at it.
You've really gone through a lot, haven't you? Hope you and Nick find that monster. The Marty Bullfinch case. Marty was Nick's partner. Emphasis on the was. He must have been some kind of desperate to come to us for help after all this time.
Perfect.
The Earl Sterling case. Apparently Earl just up and disappeared one day. No one's seen him since. You two be careful. I always got the sense Earl was interested in me. Figures he'd be the one to run off.
And that was Frankie Carl there. Well, I mean, I guess it was actually Marjorie Hughes doing the singing, but never mind. Yeah, you seen the
I didn't want Ellie to hear this.
there's this
I think you
article
should know.
in the
Everything I
newspaper.
dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance?
Boy,
Bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional.
I'm not saying
Quick,
anyone's
clean,
I'm not saying it's
has no enemies.
correct.
Because they're all dead.
And you know, of course, it's the
Except
mayor.
you.
I mean,
9 to 1 odds says
I
he's
was,
our man.
I've asked to read.
More than just you identifying his
statement from
distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
Safe and all, everybody. I know. It's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird. Anyway, it's it's something to think about, I guess. Now I'll play Ella Fitzgerald.
Here we are.
I got
Keep
this.
an eye out, will you?
Joy.
See if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. That's something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Hey, Valentine.
Door's locked tight. Why don't you give it a shot? Lock's too stubborn for me. Why don't you give it a try? No luck?
Won't be able to pick this.
We need to find the key. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Heard you rescued Valentine. Good work. Let's get the hell out of here. We like those beasts.
Oh, here we go.
Quiet, Yiffy. All right, you. Tell me, Diamond City Radio? It's terrible, yes? Makes you want to cut your own ears off.
So, what's the issue?
Have you not listened? This DJ Travis, he is terrible. Makes me want to go back in time and prevent radio from ever being invented.
Vadim!
It's true. Don't listen to my brother. Someone needs to get rid of him. We need a new DJ for the radio. I don't think many would notice if he, you know, disappeared.
Are you serious?
Did we not just agree this is serious problem? Calls for serious solution. First, you get him to follow you out of town.
Vadim,
That's
this
enough.
isn't funny.
Vadim isn't serious. He doesn't really want to kill Travis.
Okay, what's really going on here?
Sorry, we were just joking around a bit.
It's true. Only jokes. Travis is a good friend. Yefim and I worry about him.
Poor Travis, he means well, but he does not have the confidence he needs for that job, or anything else, really. And so he's always awkward. He does not believe in himself, you see? He expects he will fail at everything, and so he does.
So, are you actually trying to do something about it?
I tell Yefim that I have plan. He does not believe me. You and I work on plan. Go on, spoil sport. Go back to working. We will figure out how to help Travis. Come, you. Meet me in back room. We discuss plan.
Hey, Vadim.
See this bar? I killed a man for it. No, I kid. He is dead, though. Now, let me know when you're ready to order.
Earl Sterling used to work here, right?
Poor Earl. Gone just like that. Such a good bartender. Good friend. Oh, terrible with women, mind you. Bull in china shop with them. You with Valentine's Detective Agency? I forgot to drop off Earl's key when I hired you people. Here, I hope you find out what happened. Security does nothing but yell at me for asking about it. Now, let me pour you a drink. Come on.
So, this your bar?
Damn straight it is. My brother Yefim and I make the best moonshine in the entire Commonwealth. We call it Bobrov's Best. Had to start renting out rooms just so customers had a place to safely pass out after drinking it.
Just browsing for now.
You know where to find me.
You there. We need to have a conversation.
Do I know you?
No. But I've heard of you. I'm always looking for people who know how to handle themselves in dangerous situations.
I don't mind danger, so long as I get paid well enough.
You will be well paid. I can promise you that. By the way, I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. His name is Jack Cabot. He likes to personally interview everyone I hire. He's careful like that. Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Oh, that Butcher Pete. Just doing butcher sorts of things, I guess. If anyone's family has recently been butchered, I am sorry for what I just said. Okay, that was Roy Brown.
Here's a thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it. The Colonial Tap House wants to remind everyone that you are not welcome there. Upper Stands residents only.
Next is some Cole Porter.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
Doctor?
Radiation poisoning is a common ailment, but we can cure just about anything.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. This is Dr. Crocker's deplorable handwriting, all right. Looks like Earl Sterling was one of his patients. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Dr. Crocker never performed it, however. Said Earl vanished before he paid. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
Last time I saw him, he had to get something out of the surgery cellar. Probably just had to wash some needles or move some storage around. Now, let's get back to talking about your medical needs.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
I'm investigating a missing person, Doctor. And I think the trail leads to your basement.
A missing person? You're talking about Earl, aren't you? You can't honestly think... You know what? Fine. If it'll put the matter to rest. Here, go see for yourself. But if I find one instrument out of place, you'll be getting the bill.
Where'd all this blood come from? It goes right into the basement.
Self-prescribed chems, as recommended by me, myself, and I.
Oh, Earl. You've really been a handful, you know. But I think we're just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix anything.
What did you do to Earl Sterling, Doctor?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. It was Earl. It was Earl who didn't want to be happy. Good patients get a nice, new face. Bad patients bleed all over the floor because they want to screw up their surgeon's life!
So you were performing surgery, and Earl didn't make it. Is that it?
I, might have had just a bit of jet before operating. So I nipped a few arteries I shouldn't have. Who hasn't? But I'm a problem solver, you see. I knew if Earl disappeared, everyone would just think the Institute took him.
Why would people think the Institute took Earl Sterling?
That's what they do. That's what they've always done. As long as there's no body, everyone just assumes. And that's why Earl's body needs to go away.
So that's what you were doing? Cutting Earl's body up?
You can't just get rid of 200 pounds of cadaver without attracting attention. Fortunately, the butcher shop is close by. If their trash pile just happens to have an extra box of rotten meat every week, who would think to look too closely?
You really think you can get away with this?
Get away with this? Don't you know who I am? I'm Doc Crocker. Doc Crocker never does anything wrong. And once this is all over, no one will have any reason to question that.
I guess there was some sort of fight. Like, with lots of guns or whatever.
You've killed a man, Doctor. You're going to pay for it.
Some people...
Put the gun down and come with me.
Doc, be reasonable.
We're wondering if maybe they were looking for something...
I did it, didn't I? I killed a man.
That makes sense, right?
Oh God.
Their gadgets.
Well, there's so much blood. So much blood all over me.
They were just coming out of it all right, so...
I can fix...
Maybe now they'll,
anything.
Leave. If they got what they came for, and they don't need anything else.
What's going on here?
Just a thought.
Is that Dr. Crocker? I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
Uranium fever is on next, and, well, I'm pretty sure.
Doc Crocker killed Earl Sterling. I found out, and then he killed himself. Guess he couldn't handle the guilt.
Dr. Crocker killed Earl? The facial reconstruction. So he really did go through with it. That explains a lot more than I'm comfortable with. Dr. Crocker always cared about his reputation, but this is inhuman.
What are you gonna do now, Doctor?
Now, I have a report to file, a mess to clean up, and a lot of explanations to give to our patients. You should get going. A medical professional should be the one to handle all this contamination.
He wouldn't listen.
I don't know why we let Valentine live in the city. He saves one or two people, and everyone forgets he's a freaking city.
Ellie?
So, you find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
Earl never went anywhere. Doc Crocker killed him during a botched surgery.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
Crocker killed himself. He couldn't take the guilt.
Goodness. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the Dugout Inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out.
Nicky, you old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem Drown. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith, way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
So I can just head in and talk to McDonough?
Go right ahead. His office is open. He likes to make time for everyone when he can.
No funny business around the mayor. Got it?
Ah, yes. I remember you. Our new arrival. I wish I was in your shoes, getting to see our glorious city for the first time.
Nick Valentine wanted me to see you.
Did he now? Some investigation, I assume? You two aren't trying to get me into hot water now, are you?
A man named Kellogg used to live in this city. I need to search his house.
I see. Well, whatever reasons you have, I take my citizens' privacy very seriously. Even after they've left. I can't allow you to invade someone else's home. That's all there is to it.
Please, Mayor McDonough. This man Kellogg kidnapped my son. I need to find him.
Oh, of course. I will do everything in my power to help you overcome this horrible personal tragedy. I remember Mr. Kellogg. Didn't like him myself. Paranoid. Never talked to anyone. I doubt you'll find him. But I insist you take the key to his old house. It's been abandoned, though. I'm afraid this whole thing might be fruitless.
Mayor McDonough?
I'm happy to help. But I must remind you not to get your hopes up. Mr. Kellogg is long gone and not the type of man who leaves a trail.
Read the public and be prepared. You can't stop the press.
Nat.
You won't believe what's in the next issue. Just you wait.
The Super Salon can give you the hairstyle of your dreams.
They say the old Boston Common got some crazy birds.
Don't let down the home team. Buy a swatter.
Nick.
Got the key? All right, let's head in. You do the honors. Let's take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind. Place seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big.
Bob Crosby there. That's a good one, huh? Thank you, Bob.
Nothing here. Did you check out that desk?
So, this radio station here, we don't really make any caps.
I'm telling you, something's
and,
not right.
There are,
Look for anything
well,
out
some
of
people help me
sorts.
stay in the air.
Switch.
People like this. The Colonial Tap House wants to remind everyone that you are not welcome there. Upper Stand President.
Well, that's one way to hide a room.
Was I the only one surprised that Skeeter Davis is, a woman? It's just, I don't really
Look
sound
at this.
like a
All
woman's
of a
name.
Merc's
Hey, who are you riding
favorite
with home
thing.
for? Skeeter.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
What? The great Clockwork Dick is stumped?
It's Synth Detective, jackass. If you're gonna be that way, you might as well get the make and model right. Joking aside, but what about dog meat? Commonwealth mutt like him can track a man's scent for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. We can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
Any words of wisdom?
If Kellogg really is the one who kidnapped your son, then he's dangerous. But so are you. You don't need to be afraid of him, or anything else the Commonwealth throws at you.
I want you with me on this, Nick.
All right. Now let's get that bastard. This is your show from here on out, okay? You say jump, I'll say how high.
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. Got something, boy?
Got too much dirt in
Hanging
that
out with
hair?
Valentine.
Get it trimmed. You won't regret it.
Nikki's good.
Read all about it. Institute replaces people with machines. Are you
Head on inside.
Kellogg must have stopped. Search around, see if we can pick up the trail.
San Francisco Sunlights.
Dog meat pick up the scent
Kellogg's
again?
preferred brand, all right. I'll need your nose to track Kellogg, boy. Okay, boy, let's track him.
like another one of Kellogg's pit stops. Keep your eyes open.
Bloody bandages. Dogmeat can track this. What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
That was Personality by Johnny Mercer. It sounds like the Brotherhood of Steel is they're still around in the Commonwealth. I guess there was some sort of fight, like lots of guns or whatever, at the Arcjet building. Some people, not me, just some other people who were totally different, were wondering if maybe they were looking for something specific. That makes sense, right? They like technology, gadgets. So. I guess they were seen coming out of it all right, so maybe now they'll, you know, leave if they got what they came for and they don't need anything else. I don't know. It's just a thought. I'll play some music. Hey, how about a song by the Ink Spots, maybe? This one is it's called It's All Over But Crying.
Right, Dogmeat's found something. You know the drill.
Decoy, huh? Clever. So long as you're carrying it.
Attention, assailant. Lower your weapons immediately.
Hell of a party happened here.
Tracking known mercenary. Exercise extreme caution. Alert. Critical signs. Alert. Critical signs. Attention, assailant. Lower your weapons immediately. Alert. Critical signs. Alert. Critical signs.
Stop! Human is friend.
Tracking known mercenary. Error. Exercise system corrupt. Caution. I can't feel my legs.
What happened here?
Error. Operator deceased. Threat level Omega. He killed us.
We're still on track. Hopefully he's not much further.
That was Anything Goes by Cole Porter. That was Anything Went. No. Hey, how about a bit of good news? If you know, haven't already seen it, which I did, so I know it's true, and not just something that I overheard.
What do you think, boy? Was this our
Rick
man?
Valentine is back in town. He was gone for a while. Some people, who are totally not me, thought that... Well, they thought that he might be dead. Or destroyed, or whatever. Anyway. Glad you're back, Nick. Even though we never really talk. Like, ever. I know you just can't get enough of that Roy Brown. I mean, I hope that's the case, because I kind of got a lot of this stuff. Here's Roy Brown!
Stop right there!
Not alone. Speak of the devil.
Hey, Buzz. Attack!
Anything useful?
place? Is he in here, boy?
I knew Dogmeat would sniff our man out. Let's you and I take it from here. Give our four-legged friend a break.
Everything okay, boy? Don't worry, Dogmeat. Just saying hello. Carla.
Need to pick something up? Road's pretty long from here.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Here's what I got.
Inside, you got,
Well done.
I've heard of another settlement that's in trouble. I'll mark it on your map. We can use all the support we can get, so see what you can do to help.
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more cows, and no more sight either.